Welcome back. Today we're talking about signs that the end is near. Now, many people today are skeptical of signs in general. Why? Because people in the past who've sworn they'd seen one about the end had gotten it wrong. So why are we so sure that the signs in the Bible can be trusted? Well, they've come true. And what is one of those signs? Well, earlier we learned that the Bible spoke about a war that would be rumored, heard about, and talked about all over the world. It would come at a time where communication and technology had advanced. And which war was this? The First World War. Now, why are we so sure? Let's take a look at the advancements in communications leading up to World War I. Take a look at this. Now, if you notice, prior to the outbreak of and leading up to the First World War, instruments of fast communication, such as the telegraph, telephone, as well as the radio, had been invented and had already been in use. The technology was there. This is the reason rumors and news about the First World War spread quickly across the globe. Now, some may say, well, is that all you got? No. There's more, because aside from being rumored or widely talked about, there are details that prove that World War I is the fulfillment of that war, which is a sign that we are near to the end of the world. One of those details was mentioned in the book of Revelation, chapter 7, and the verse is 1. After these things, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, on the sea, or on any tree. Now, the verse that we just read mentions a wind. How does the Bible describe this wind? First, this wind blows at the 4 corners of the earth, or in the 4 directions of the world. And so it's global in scope. Second, this wind would blow on the earth, sea, or any tree. Third, this wind would be held back by the 4 angels. Now, is the Bible talking about a literal wind here? Well, let's read another verse where the word wind was used and see what it was actually referring to. Let's read what is written in the book of Jeremiah. The chapter is 4. The verses are 11 through 13, and we will also read verse 19. At that time it will be said to this people and to Jerusalem, a dry wind of the desolate heights blows in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to fan or to cleanse. A wind too strong for these will come for me. Now I will also speak judgment against them. Behold, he shall come up like clouds, and his chariots like a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe to us, for we are plundered. O my soul, I am pained in my very heart. My heart makes a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because you have heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. Now, based on what we read here in these verses, we can easily deduce that this is not a literal wind. Now, this wind, based on the verses, refers to a war. Now, how does the Bible characterize this wind or war? It mentions even the kinds of weapons to be used in this war. And they were characterized as chariots like whirlwind and horses that are swifter than eagles. So now let's lay out the facts. This is a war that would be rumored or talked about worldwide due to the advancements in communication like the radio. This is a war which is global in scope. It will have specific kind of weapons that the Bible mentioned or likened to chariots like a whirlwind and horses that are swifter than eagles. In addition, the war will be held back by 4. So all of these things have to happen or be evident in the war the Bible is talking about to prove that this war is really the war mentioned by our Lord Jesus Christ. And if it is that war, then we will be sure that it is a sign that the end of the world is near. Now, when we come back, we'll turn to the pages of history and see if everything described in the Bible about this war really happened. Was World War I a sign that the end of the world is near? Find out when we return on Face the Truth. Don't go away.